When most people think of U.S. Special Operations, their minds go straight to ground units like Delta Force or SEAL Team 6. But behind every successful special mission is an elite group of pilots who fly into the world's most dangerous airspace, often under complete darkness, and get the operators in and out alive. They are the 160th Special Operations Aviation Regiment, or SOAR, but you probably know them by their call sign, the Night Stalkers. These pilots are the best of the best, trained for missions few others can fly. Their entire purpose is to support Special Operations Forces with aviation that's faster, lower, more precise, and more survivable than anything else the Army can field. The Night Stalkers were formed out of failure. In 1980, during the botched rescue of American hostages in Iran, Operation Eagle Claw, multiple helicopters failed mid-mission, resulting in the deaths of 8 U.S. service members. That mission showed the world that conventional military aviation couldn't meet the demands of special operations. In response, the U.S. created the 160th SOAR, tasked specifically with flying America's most elite forces in and out of hostile zones, often deep behind enemy lines and usually at night. From the very beginning, they were trained to operate where others couldn't, through weather, darkness, and enemy fire. Night Stalkers fly a range of missions, from direct action raids to hostage rescues, reconnaissance insertions, extraction under fire, and logistical support in denied territory. They operate primarily at night to exploit the tactical advantage of darkness, hence the name. What sets them apart is the ability to fly nap of the earth, following terrain contours just feet above ground level to avoid radar and detection. They don't just drop off special operators, they plan the route, coordinate the timing with ground assault elements, provide close air support when needed, and adapt in real time when a mission goes sideways. Their success rate is so high that Tier 1 units request them by name. Night Stalkers fly helicopters that most people recognize, but with configurations you've probably never seen. Each platform they operate is tailored for the mission and heavily modified to meet the extreme demands of special operations. The MH-47 is a lightweight utility helicopter used for inserting small teams into tight urban or rugged environments. It carries operators externally on side-mounted benches, allowing for rapid deployment in places where larger aircraft can't fit. Rooftops, alleyways, narrow trails. The little bird is the scalpel of special ops aviation. The AH-6M is the attack variant, outfitted with miniguns and rocket pods. It typically escorts MH-6Ms during dangerous missions and provides direct fire support to ground teams during raids. Both models feature night vision-compatible cockpits, FLIR systems for night navigation, advanced communications, lightweight airframes for agility. Their small size allows them to maneuver through places larger helicopters simply can't access. The MH-60M is a special operations version of the UH-60 Blackhawk, but it's far more advanced than the standard model. These birds are outfitted with in-flight refueling capability via an external probe, enhanced engines and rotor blades for better lift and speed, integrated avionics and navigation systems designed for low-light, high-risk environments, internal fast rope deployment systems, armored seats and ballistic protection, door-mounted GAU 2150 caliber machine guns. There are multiple configurations of the MH-60M depending on the mission: assault version for fast rope insertions, medevac-equipped variants for combat casualty evacuation, electronic warfare packages for jamming and threat detection. Every MH-60M is configured for maximum survivability and mission flexibility. When a mission requires long-range transport or heavy lifting, the Night Stalkers turn to the MH-47G, a specially outfitted variant of the Chinook helicopter. This twin-rotor beast is ideal for carrying large strike teams, vehicles, or critical supplies deep into hostile territory. Upgrades on the MH-47G include in-flight refueling capability, terrain-following radar for low-level flight at night, advanced navigation and mission systems, ramp-mounted 50 caliber machine gun, external hoist and fast rope systems, defensive systems including IR countermeasures and missile warning. The MH-47G can operate in all conditions, including high-altitude mountain environments, where air density and engine power are critical. Depending on mission needs, these aircraft can be loaded with extra fuel bladders, sensor packages, or configured for amphibious overwater operations. Nothing is left to chance. Every part of the platform is adapted to meet the needs of the most elite warriors on the planet. What truly sets these aircraft apart isn't just the gear, it's the people who fly them. Night Stalkers are trained to operate with surgical precision. They don't rely on GPS alone. They memorize terrain, they run hundreds of hours of rehearsals, and they fly into places where a mistake could mean mission failure or death. They are trained to fly under fire in blackout conditions with enemy radar trying to lock on and small arms fire cracking through the air, and they still get the job done. Each aircraft in the 160th SOAR is not just a machine. It's part of a system. That system is designed for one thing: getting special operations forces where they need to go and bringing them back alive. Despite their importance, Night Stalkers are rarely in the spotlight. You won't see them on recruitment posters or in press briefings. Their operations are classified, their missions are deniable, and their aircraft often fly with no unit markings. But they were there in Mogadishu in 1993. They were there over Pakistan in 2011. And they continue to fly in the shadows across the globe today, from Syria and Iraq to Africa and beyond. They don't do it for recognition, they do it for the mission. They don't seek glory, they seek results. What sets the Night Stalkers apart isn't just their helicopters or their missions, it's their people. The selection process to join the 160th SOAR is one of the most demanding in the U.S. Army. You can't apply straight out of basic training. Every member, whether a pilot, crew chief, or support staff, comes from within the ranks of already qualified Army personnel. Applicants must first excel in their conventional aviation roles. They're evaluated not just on flight skill, but on judgment, stress tolerance, maturity, and decision-making under fire. If they stand out, they may be invited to assess for the 160th. That's when the real test begins. Candidates who pass the initial screening enter what's called Green Platoon, the 160th's grueling qualification course. It's a full-spectrum transformation process that reshapes Army aviators into Special Operations aircrew. Training covers everything from low-level night flight using night vision goggles, to blackout landings on unmarked LZs, to mission planning with Tier 1 units. It's intense, physically and mentally. Crews are taught to anticipate failure and to problem solve in real time. There are no shortcuts. Everything is earned. The culture inside the 160th is unlike any other. Missions are rehearsed over and over, often down to individual seconds. Crews study maps, blueprints, drone footage, and real-time intel to learn everything about their target area. They simulate missions hundreds of times before wheels ever leave the tarmac. Every action, from a helicopter banking turn to a fast rope drop, is executed with precision, coordination, and trust. Even in combat zones, Night Stalkers maintain that standard. It's not uncommon for them to land under fire with just inches of clearance, extract a full team in under 30 seconds, and disappear back into the night before the enemy knows what happened. The Night Stalkers don't just support special operations, they live inside it. They routinely train and operate with Delta Force, SEAL Team 6, Rangers, and other top-tier units. Over time, they develop almost intuitive coordination. Operators trust Night Stalkers not just to fly the mission, but to understand the mission, to improvise under fire, and to never leave anyone behind. Operators have called them the most dependable asset in JSOC. That's not just about their flying, it's about mindset. When everything falls apart, the Night Stalkers don't panic. They adapt and finish the job. Remember to like, subscribe, and comment so you don't miss out.